Hey guys, today's video is going to be much the same as the last several videos where I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I guess that's going to be the running theme for 2022. So to catch us back up to speed, if you're new here, I'm so sorry. You might want to leave now. If you're not new here, I don't know why you came back, but thank you for doing so. So I was very happy in my A6 rings, aside from the fact that they're a little heavy, take up more room in my bag. Then this planner cover arrived from Vanderspec, which I had pre-ordered. Well, yeah, it was a custom order. I paid for it in December. It finally came a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I have to find a way back to the Hobonichi weeks because this is beautiful and I've waited so long for it. But I've been tired of the Tomoe River paper. I'm sorry for those of you who were in love with it. I am not. And so I was trying a few things out so that I could keep in this cover and use something similar, but not the Hobonichi weeks. If you've never been here before, I would just like to note that otherwise the Hobonichi Weeks, in my opinion, is a fabulous planner. And aside from things that are in it that I think aren't necessary, that take up room, like this kind of stuff, I like calendars, but I would do away with it just to have this like bigger on the bottom. It's otherwise, I think, a great planner. Everything that you need is in one bound book, especially if you get the mega weeks and have lots of pages in the back. I'm not sure if going forward, if the new change of paper to the Hobonichi is everything that I've ever dreamed of. I don't know that I still would do a mega weeks again because I really prefer a slimmer profile in these bound books. But I would like to tell you where I am. Obviously, this is back in this cover, and I'm not, well, I do know how it happened, but I wasn't expecting it. I don't foresee this lasting, but I just wanted to use it like as I intended it to be used after the debacle of what's happened the last couple of days. I haven't even been using any of these. I have been using this pocket planner that I think I would have shared with you by now in another video. I'm kind of all over the place. I have it in a D-ringed Filofax Malden. And I've been going between that and wondering if I should just go back to rings. So that's where we are. I feel like I'm at a place right now where I'm not going to force myself to make any kind of planner decisions, and I'm just going to use whatever I feel like, whatever day it is, and I don't care anymore. So these were the two Fauxbonichi options, okay? Let's get started with the first one, which I shared in a video before, and I really liked this one. The positives for this one were that this grid is like a reasonable size for someone with normal handwriting, and it doesn't have all the junk, and so you have more room for writing. The downsides for this one is that it has an undated monthly calendar, which I did go in and do April, and I had March. There was the suggestion to use the smaller Hobonichi stencil, and I'm not sure which one I prefer, actually. But I finished that today, and then I don't know what is wrong with me. So this one is the one from Amazon, which I have listed in my Amazon links. This one is the Kinbor Weekly, and this one I was sent by Siobhan. She has a YouTube channel, Just Scribble, and she had an extra of this one and sent it my way. Thank you again for sending it to me. This one I feel like is a little bit of kind of best of both worlds because although the paper is still off whitish, it's whiter than the Hobonichi Weeks. It has less going on otherwise, and all of this grid at the bottom and all of that. It's great. I thought that this might work really well. It's dated. It has a couple of extra things in here. I'm probably not going to do a complete flip through of it. But I will mention the things that I like about it. I like that it's dated. I like that it has less going on. The bookmarks are nicer in my opinion. And although it's definitely been talked about for having less fussier paper than the Tomoe River paper with like specifically gel pens, it does smear a little bit. This Fauxbonichi does not smear at all. So the other day I was looking at, okay, so this particular cover is what the issue is. And the whole reason for me trying to keep the weeks in the rotation at any point right now is for two reasons. Like sentimentally, I've set it all up. I have some, you know, journaling in here. I journaled about our trip to San Francisco in December in here. And two, because I really wanted to use this cover. So when I went to use the Fauxbonichi, which I'll take this out now because it's easier to take out of here because I've stretched it a little bit. So the Vanderspec specifically is made like a custom fit. You can't fit a cover you can't fit a cover on it. It's form fitted. It's not overly big like the Gillios and some other covers. So the Fauxbonichi Weeks is not as wide as the Mega Weeks, but it's just a smidgen taller than the Weeks itself. And so then I was looking and I noticed that the Kinbor Weeks is now even bigger than the Hobonichi Weeks that I got from Amazon. And so the difference is not huge, but can you see? Like, this is the size that this cover is made for, and then slightly bigger and slightly bigger. So I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. And it didn't. Like, it will go in there, but it like bulges the edges of the leather, and I am not gonna damage this cover. If I can't ever get the Hobonichi to work for me, this beautiful cover needs to be used by someone. For now, it's me, and I'm hanging on to it for a bit, at least until the new paper comes out and I decide if the Hobonichi Weeks has a place for me in the future. And if not, I want it to be in good condition for the next person, so that they have a beautiful cover like I have had. So unfortunately, the Kinbor is out for me. A couple of other things other than that I don't like about it. It still has the super tiny grid size, and it has this space here, which I would normally use for weather in my Hobonichi Weeks. It's much thinner, and that's like not enough space for me. Actually, I think the grids in this is even smaller than the Hobonichi Weeks. So for those two or three, I don't know how many now, reasons, this one is unfortunately not going to work for me. I'm glad it's out there in the world, but if you use a Vanderspec custom planner and you have not had it widened, well, not widened, right? That would be, you have not increased the height for a clear cover, that Kinbor is not going to work for you, at least the hardcover. I know they have other ones, but the hardcover will not work with this. And then this happened. So when I got curious as to if this would fit at all, I went to pull this out of here, and this happened. This happened. And so I was just like, at this point, like serious, like eye roll. I really like this paper. It is definitely not as well made as the Hobonichi Weeks is. Now this could be glued, repaired, put back together. I'm not throwing it out. I still might use it, but I'm kind of having a little bit of a, you know, I have to pre-plan all of this out, and today I wasn't feeling it, and I was like, just forget it. I'll get out this felt tip pen from U Brands, and I'm going to, let me get this receipt out of the way. I'm going to just go out with this planner today on my second trip out, because when I went out earlier, I was in my pocket. But I don't know. I just was like, you know what? I want to use this cover. It's just beautiful. And I was like, I know the only pen I'm not going to fight with in this paper right at the moment is this this felt tip pen. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to write down things so far this week. And I mean, it's not a horrible planner. I've obviously used this one and like this one. The other thing that I did today is I ordered a personal size Touch Me to back Vanderspec, because if I'm not following any of the rules, I might as well just make it worse, right? Why not? So I'm still in the I don't know where I am and what I'm doing place. I really love this little planner. I really like this cover, and I like the convenience of moving things around with rings. So I've decided not to decide. That's my update for today. And I swear, I don't know if I'll actually like upload it now, because I said in a video that I filmed just this morning that I was like completely breaking up with Hobonichi weeks. And here we are. So I don't know what that's all about. I could use something else tonight. I might be in something else tomorrow. I might be in 5 different planners all week. And I'm gonna figure this out. But the only way I'm gonna figure it out is if I use them. So we'll see. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to join me on this wild ride of I have no idea what I'm doing with my life, then don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.